Hello. I'm bored. I haven't touched this channel in years. Let's do something random. I noticed I haven't done one of the thread Luxcavations that were added a couple months ago. So I need to clear it so I can do, you know, the quick stuff.
책임은 모두 내가 진다.
Yeah.
원하신다.
Running a bleed team, obviously. Using blood themes
문을 열
mainly.
시간인가?
나를 불렀나?
소재가 준비.
시선. 집.
드디어
내가 움직여야 하나?
I don't really. I don't know what you could use for him because he's newest, which is, you know, something gotta take an effect with games like this. But his bleed isn't really the best, nor does he have less skills. But the issue is, neither does he, and he's, you know, powered by envy. I think the only one that has a less skill is Mr. right here. I mean, he ain't horrible. I remember when he first came out, that shit was red, but he's definitely aged. He's kind of a burn unit more than bleed. He doesn't really inflict much bleed. Besides two. So I don't know. Yeah, he's technically the bleed unit. He definitely inflicts an okay amount, decent amount, but his main gimmick of being envy resonance doesn't really go well with. I mean, I guess they have some. That's a bad one to look at, but I know she does. I think he does. I'll put him on there for now. But he's back up, so it probably doesn't matter.
의뢰가 들어왔나요?
Rest in peace, homie. He used to be the GOAT. No longer. The Blood Fiends took over. Okay. Let's do this shit.
오늘도 부디 정신을
I know a lot of
수
people don't
있게.
really care for Barbara Otis, which is fair. She is okay compared to the other Blood Fiends. But I think it's fun just having
닥쳐도
a team.
포기하지 마세나. 저들의 공격은 우리의 투지를 꿰뚫을 수 없을 테니.
I don't know. I know the railway stuff. I think it's gonna get changed soon, though. This fight isn't too horrible. It's very simple. Frankly, you don't even have to pay attention to the gimmick if you have a strong enough team, which is kind of sad, but it is true. That's how a lot of bosses are in this game, though. You really don't have to
악인들을
pay attention to
해치우세나.
the gimmick if your team is good enough. He just has to juggle his moves, make sure that he doesn't do it. You just want to knock down the status here by flipping the shit. Who's inside? I don't know who the fuck is. Clash with him. He wins Clash with him. Who knows? I sure do. I don't play this guy. I normally just win rate him. It is not that difficult.
최선을 다해보자. 방금 벌레 말은 듣지 않다는 사람 누구야?
Yeah, you don't want this to stats. You just want to make sure one person doesn't get a shit ton of it while juggling that around. I guess powerful attack ain't horrible. But yeah, in most games just the main gimmick is trying not to have that attack happen. Damn! No one's flashing well. I'm disappointed with you saying rather not really clash. As I was already stating, it just gets stronger with it, so it's not really a fun thing. Lead's going up pretty well. Rodeo will kind of take that account. That's how well long it. Luckily, unluckily, depending on how you want to see it, he does only have mostly 1 and 2 points, so inflicting the lead count isn't too hard. So it's not horrible. Obviously, that does mean that you won't give me bleed procs, but you get to build up more.
그래도 관리자보단 낫네.
Depending on how you see it, one of those. They both have their hits.
훨씬
Frankly, I think the lower point count might be better because and you flash enough to deal enough damage. This whole thing.
관리자의 전투 교육도 위에 제시해야 할 수 있겠어.
Not gonna flash. Oh, this is a big target. Okay, Johnny failed too. Man. Are you level? Okay, you're level 60, but even then she's. Alright, Shorty, you know, that's not very cool of you.
정확하게.
I think it is good. Which means she'll be good to use a big old powerful attack whenever she cycles skill 3. Tremor is not really high enough for it to deal with. We get a little more bleed count on there, please. That is potency. Oh, fuck me, I guess. There's my bleed. So I haven't really built
우리가 우세.
bleed team for a
서둘러
while.
끝내보자고.
I'm just gonna use this one because I haven't used it for a while. So I thought might as well. But it was never my favorite, so I never really grinded it. That's why they're not max level. They're higher up because
내
this
작품에
guy is
의견이라도
insane
있어?
still.
식사는
I like blood.
즐기고 있나?
I like him a lot.
식사는
I'm happy they've
즐기고
released him.
있나?
You hear her meowing with my cat. She's a little she's very vocal. It's gonna do a lot of damage. Not really. He's gonna do some damage. He'll be alright. Count? Yes, you do.
좋아, 간다.
Yeah. Wow, I didn't know she was cracked like this. Dude, that new she identity is crazy. That's my staggered. Go, Gregor, go! Stagger the bitch.
눈부시지 않다. 두려워하지
Beat. Oh. Damn, okay, that kind of sucks. Oh my god. This man. What the fuck? How are you still not staggered? Great. Last hit staggers it.
우리가 우세. 서둘러 끝내보자고.
I got skill 3.
누가 누구에게
나중에 이야기할까? 지금은 기분이 좀 그렇네.
I need to look up, well, I used to use...
내 작품에 의견이라도 있어?
the Kurokuma duos instead of her and him. I might honestly swap it out because she's good, but good on Bleed, but I feel like Blemmer, you know, that's her whole thing with him merging would be better because I don't think she's not getting a lot of tremor on there, so her whole gimmick is the best. But wow, she's so fast. What a great Chi right there. One assassin. But
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없지.
I don't remember what their count function is. Might be why it's not. I'm working better than this. Literally, I lost a stack and I haven't been able to recover until I'm staggered. And hell, I might kill him now, so it doesn't really matter in general. Yeah. Oh, come on, Gregor. Sorry, I just got a
나의 승리다.
I love sync
이번에도
association.
잘해줬어.
That's why I like
유익한 책이 또 하나
speed-based
늘었네.
characters. I think are always fun.
도시에는
Even
내가
though-
모르는 것들이 많아.
I think
이렇게 하나씩 알아가다
I
보면
feel like they do them
언젠간
alright in this game.
오랜 목마름.
Speed's always something you want in this
어버이를
game
향한
anyway.
죄책감도 피를
Yay!
마시는 순간에는
Red.
생각나죠.
간의 목마름일 뿐이야. 승리에 취해.
Shit, this shit. So. Nah, you're alright. That is I should. Yeah. That wing beat, which isn't really inflicting that. Oh, 70 other. Bleed, he goes. Yeah, what happened? What about you, buddy? Not really much count, a lot of potency, which isn't horrible. But it might be better. He's really good though. He inflicts a lot of count, especially with his skill 2. This mayhem right here, and this one inflicts a decent amount too. With whatever he decides to do. So I could probably replace you, them two. Look at this. She only inflicts potency. Well, unless they have sewing target, then she inflicts a lot of stuff, but it's not really the best debuff. Because it max 1, reduce 1. Right? You don't even be doing that stuff every so often. It's kind of sad. Like, it's not horrible, but it's just underwhelming. I think that's what everyone was talking about when she first came out. It's just kind of underwhelming. Like, it could have been so much more. I know she's only a 3rd kindred, but still, I mean, he's a 3rd kindred. He also came out the next season when power creeping was power creeping even more than it was. But look at that. 2/2 lust fragility. 3 corner with some nice stuff. And I love his enhanced heal 3. It looks so cool. It is one of my favorite animations. It's not the most flashy, well, but I just love the effect whenever the last coin, whenever the blood just goes right to him. I think it's really nice. That is one thing I do like about the Bleed team. It's just they're very stylistic. And they look really cool. Most of the Blood Flames, and even like N-Corp, she looks really nice. I think he doesn't really have anything flashy. She looks cool with her skill 3 and just a gold blade, you know. Gold blade, and my boy, I love him. I love Gregor. Yeah, I should have recorded this, but by the time I already was midway through, I started doing extreme, and I just it was not going well. I got to 12th floor, was on the boss, and I just kind of lost. I hope everyone's doing good in Walpurgis. I didn't do too hot, and I had to, you know, listen, I spent all my lunacy, and I barely got stuff for it. So I have tickets now, but I didn't have the time. I did not have the time. Battle Pass 296. I can't buy any more. What if I want boxes? Yeah. The one time I bought this is when they first introduced it back in season 3. I think season 3. Hey, here's my friend code. Everyone wants that. I accept most people just because it's fun. I don't really have... I have a very random company. I like to keep it different. Most people have the same meta unit. Well, this one is a lot of Faust. Who's the Ishmael guy? I have a person that's just Ishmael. I don't know where they're at. I don't know where they're at. Hi, shoot. Yeesh. Hi, you. JK. They're alright. I don't know where the Ishmael lovers. I think they're lower down. But, yeah, I don't think they've played for a while. So here's a really old person. Season 1. 1231. God damn. Now you see, that ain't, you know, a couple months ago, 1231. That is a couple years ago, 1231. Is it you? No. Where are you? I think it's hilarious. They're nowhere to be found. You. No. See, it's all meta. All meta! Get this slop out of here! Get this slop out of here! I don't want any of that meta crap. Goated. Here it is. Here, goddamn. All Ishmael, even base center Ishmael. Maxed everything. Like, goddamn. I'm so jealous. I wanted to get this so bad whenever it came out. But, you know, they didn't do it in America. No freedom. There's probably ways to get it. I just not to get one of those ways, sadly. I don't know if you can even still get it. You probably buy it off someone. Probably like $1 million, which I don't find worth it. I'd rather get the game and the thing. It's so beautiful. I love Library of Ruina. I don't think anyone who's gonna see this has ever seen my channel before. I don't really have. I haven't posted in like 5 years. If anyone's seen this, and I'm looking at my channel either after, during, before, whatever. I played a lot of it. I haven't played a lot of it recently. You know, it's been Limbus a lot recently, which I love. I like Limbus. It's been a really good experience. I have over 1,000 hours, both across mobile and Steam. So, you know, I might like it a little bit. Playing it since day one. Doesn't mean I'm good at it. I have most of the units. I'm only missing these two. I'm sorry. I don't care too much about them. They're cool. They aren't really my... I don't run much of either, and the ones I do run, I have better versions of them. Like, I like her. She's cool. She's Swifty. But yeah, I like what she does. I like the Clash Lose. I like how they do that every so often. Like, you know, the tankier IDs that have the cool Clash ones. Yeah, I guess. But she ain't really anything unique. Like, if I got her, you know, I'd probably make an hardcore team just for fun. But they don't really have a leader to make it like a reason to. She's sinking charge. You know what else is sinking charge? That is, I just got Besieged by the Facade. Goddamn. Night in Despair. She's less sinking. I mean, she's not really super on charge. But goddamn, is she a sinking unit? God damn, is she a sinking unit? A really cool one too. Absolutely goated. Not only is she wearing the coolest fucking ego ever. I love Night in Despair ego. She is just cool. Rest in peace, Charge Team. You used to be so goated. Nowadays, you're... I guess it's Charge Envy, which works. Actually, I think I have a team of that. I'm not the... I like it. I understand it. It makes sense. Envy is a charge. And I do like Envy Resonance. I just kind of wish... hopefully Hohenheim Gregor so hyped. Like I said, he's my favorite guy. I love Mr. Gregor. We've been needing an actual charge identity forever. I do not. I will never consider this fucker a good charge ID. It's just who, what. Sometimes during season 2, you gotta really question what the fuck. When he first came out, this was alright. Two of each. 2 and 1 more of. I think it was, yeah, 2 of each in update. I don't update this motherfucker. He's ass. Complete garbage. Try to make trimmer burst. Obviously the same with Slosh Mail. She's in the same boat. Season 2. Listen though, she has potential. Uptie 5, please. I really like her passive. I think this is cool. She's getting somewhere, but she ain't there. Make these unbreakable. That'd be nice. Give her the fucking sloshing where she inflicts the debuff that the abnormality goes from. I can't remember its name. Is from. I mean, it'd be cool. And that's with a lot of things. Potential man, make him less potential and more actual, just man. He's alright. He was cool when he came out because we didn't have a lot of ego users, and at least that's how I saw it. I think ego's a cool weapon. I think it was cool. That's one of the reasons why I really liked Limbus. Project Moon Games. It just has really cool concepts like ego. It's very flashy. It's very unique. It gives cool abilities. It's really nice. So when it first came out, I loved that identity just because it's cool, but it wasn't even that good when it came out, though. It's a cool gimmick, but they didn't really do it well, and he can go fucking insane easily. They literally made a great native coin identity with the one who grows. A lot of control, sometimes too much. You have to be careful who you're bringing, because if you bring Faust in there, sometimes you're into me lust resonance, and he's healing too much HP, not HP, SP. But with his passive and then his defense, it was, he was doing pretty good. And he's still not too horrible like I was thinking earlier, but I wouldn't say he's absolutely crazy anymore. And most people roll what he rolls right away. I don't know. I just kind of wish Faust would get something that wasn't in a he ego for once. I do really like Ardor Blossom Star, both the ego and the identity. So hopefully, it's Friday currently for people in the future. Hopefully whenever that ego comes out and we get to see all the stats and stuff, it's pretty good. It's probably going to be support, which makes sense. Faust is a very support unit, and that's her. This is her support slot essentially. He's a support Faust slot. None of these really do damage or anything, which hopefully that changes, because well, Ardor Blossom Moth isn't really a support, and so hopefully it makes, I don't know, if it's something like Ishmael's, I'm fine with that, because Ishmael's is really good. Her ego for Ardor Blossom Star is absolutely amazing. It has been since day one, and it won't ever stop being amazing. Literally, a shit ton of burn on everyone, not just the person that you hit. And then its passive is just like the ego gift. Well, not just like, but it's very similar. And it just, all in all, it's just a really good ego. And it fucking rolls. Goddamn 41. I haven't really used the corrosion, but I feel like that's a pretty good amount, actually. And it hits more people. Obviously this is a not burn team, a burn team, but here I love burn. He is goated. I don't care what people say. And people are hating on him, saying he's not as good as Lei Hang, but Lei Hang is more of a trimmer in my opinion. Yeah, he inflicts equal of both. But this guy does just... I think he's... Like I said, I already have a very big opinion on Ego. I think it's cool as hell, especially this one, because it's a alteration. It becomes cool. You get a shotgun. He's pretty good. He's pretty good overall. He can do a lot of damage. Everyone's saying, "Oh, free AOE on skill 2." That's true. It is pretty nice. It is pretty nice. My only complaint is I wish this inflicted bleed too, like in Ruina. And this was a guard, not an evade. I don't know why it is an evade. It quite literally heals him. And, well, I know he's more of a speedy offensive, I guess, but it just would have made sense because he could, because they have an ego gift actually in Mirror Dungeon. Have I acquired it? Maybe I haven't. This one. I swear I could have grabbed it, but it's essentially on hit, inflict 3 burn, and it was made for him. And he literally has healing, which would make sense if he was getting hit, so I don't know. I feel like it would have made sense. At the end of the day, evades are really good, so I don't really care. And he is more of a speedy unit, he isn't really tanky, so it makes sense. I just feel like it'd be cool if it was closer to Ruina, just because I mean it's nice. It's seeing ways of playing. Because in Ruina they had the Admiralty page, which when you got hit, inflict 3 burn, fleet bleeding, which is one of my favorite pages for making just like a tanky unit, which would then heal. It's like, I don't remember if it was the Queen Bee that could heal. It had there's some that you could just heal by hitting someone, which I like. It'd be fun, you know. Just not having to always win clashes and people just get binged around, inflicting your status. Even if it just count. I mean, they have that for sinking. They have actually a lot of sinking units, I feel like, that inflict their status. I know it's you. I mean, I haven't really used you for... That's a lot of fucking sinking. 3. And that doesn't go away at turn end because sinking is cool like that, I guess. But yeah. That's it. If you guys want to add me as a friend. And these are my guys. Very random, just for the point of being random. If you have any suggestions for someone that's even more uncommon, because some of these are kind of common. But yeah. That's it. There he is. Double rares pike. Well, it was nice making a video. Like I said, it's been a very long time, and it was fun. Talk to y'all later.